Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be one where you just let it play and multitask, go do other things, go clean, whatever you gotta do. He's trying to drink my coffee. Sit. This bandana says I'm doing cute dog shit. I've got my coffee. We're gonna do a Q&A, kind of like life catch up, life update type situation. I've actually gotten a lot of new subscribers recently, which is fun, so this can be an easy way for you guys to get to know me better. You go multitask, just have us playing in the background, and I'm gonna go through and answer some questions that I asked on Instagram. If you're not already, make sure you're following me over there so you can participate in the next one. I'm sure I'll do another one in a few weeks because I will be further into my second trimester and all that jazz. Okay, this is not gonna work because you guys asked a lot of really good questions. And I'm just gonna knock out the number one question that was asked, and that is about our moving plans. So our lease is up December 14th at our current apartment. Basically, they called me yesterday saying our apartment is a hot commodity, and if somebody wants to move into our apartment before our lease is up, would we be open to leaving earlier? And I was like, I don't know, I need to talk to Colin and discuss all those things. But basically, they're like, well, if someone wants it and they're like really adamant about it, are you guys prepared to move out? So this is gonna be distracting. That happened. We did find these townhomes that we really liked, but there's only 3 left and they're currently being built. And it's like 2-bed, 2.5 bath, and it's in like a pretty good area, but they have no set date on when they'll be built. They said maybe December, maybe January. They've got no idea. So that's stressful. So right now I'm currently looking on Zillow at houses for backup plans or like other townhomes. We're just trying to find somewhere to live and hopefully find a place to live sooner rather than later if our apartment complex thinks that they're gonna find somebody to take over our apartment lease and wants to potentially get us out sooner. I don't know. That whole thing, we could always say no too. I know that whole thing is weird, and it's never happened to me before where they're like, well, if we put your place up and someone wants it, would you move out? That's never happened before. So it's like, oh goodness. It's a little confusing. So then we talked about the idea of potentially putting our stuff in storage and just living with Colin's parents for a little bit while we try and find a place to live if the townhouses aren't ready. So honestly, it's all just kind of up in the air. We don't even know if that's our like solidified plan or not. Oh my god. I don't have a solid answer other than we are moving, and that's like all we know is that all of our stuff needs to be out here by at least December 14th. So along with the moving, you guys wanted a little nursery update, and so we haven't started anything on the nursery. We have not bought the baby anything. We've only just been gifted a few clothes and some pacifiers from our friends and family who are like super excited about baby girl. But we have not bought anything. I have obviously been looking on Pinterest because that would be very unlike me to like not look and generate ideas. You know that like the boho look of the room, like the super minimal neutral boho nursery look is really in. I don't know if I want to go that route because I feel like everybody does that. But I don't want it to be like a super girly room. So I kind of have generated like a few ideas, but she will definitely have her own room. Like no questions asked, we're moving into at least a 2-bedroom house. So that townhouse that I really like is 2 bedrooms. I did find a 3-bedroom house that I really like that's actually like in one of the neighborhoods that we like grew up next to. So ideally we never wanted to move back to like the area that we grew up in just because it's like we associate it so much with like middle school and high school, and like we're kind of over that phase, and so we like where we live now because it's a little further away and it's just like a different vibe, different people, you know what I mean? But I did find a house that I really liked over there. I don't know if we're gonna go tour that, but we will have a room for baby girl, so she will have a nursery. I just think that that's really important to me, and I think it'd be really fun to decorate a nursery. I am gonna kind of go with like a little minimalist vibe. Like we don't need like a super extravagant like decked out nursery, you know what I mean? I really like a little garden theme vibe, like not like a garden tea party, but just like a neutral like garden, maybe like cute floral wallpaper, and then have everything else be like super neutral other than that. but I thought like a little garden theme would be kind of cute, like flowers, florals, light, bright, happy colors. It's just kind of what I've been thinking. I did find a picture that I really liked on Pinterest, so once we move and start doing more nursery things, probably around January is when those videos will be happening. I'll kind of like share more information with you, and I have like a billion more days to change my mind before that time actually comes, which I will probably do because I change my mind all the time. I will keep you updated on that, but we are going to be doing a nursery for her, so that's really exciting. I want her to be able to like have her own space, and for Colin and I to have our own space. So like associate, this is our room, that's her room. I know she'll be sleeping with us for a while, but not with us in bed, like in her bassinet next to our bed, but I still want like her space. This question is, how am I feeling as my body changes and grows? And I just wanted to be really completely open and honest with you guys, because I think you guys know by now that's just how I am with you. And I know that like what my body is doing is a miracle. It's crazy what women's bodies can do, and it's like, it is like easy to admire your body when you're creating a human, like you are creating life inside of your body. That concept, I will never be able to wrap my head around. The fact that we can have babies, like that just blows my mind still to this day. And I'm pregnant. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't hard. My boobs have gotten so big. My boobs have never been this big in my entire life, and I do not like them. Like they hurt, they're sore. I have the worst sharp nipple pain. Nobody told me that was gonna be a pregnancy symptom. Like I will just be sitting there and my nipples are literally stinging. Like it hurts. I'm sorry if there's any men in the room, but it's just like nobody told me that was gonna happen to me. And it's just like, I know that they're gonna get bigger because there's gonna be like milk that comes in, and it just is like, sometimes I go back, or if like you guys reply to my stories, and like previously you've replied to one of my morning quotes when I would stand in my kitchen and I'd be wearing my cute little Set Active set, which none of those sports bras fit me anymore, by the way. I have like legit under boob when I wear those sports bras, which is crazy because my boobs used to be so small and so cute, and they were like so good. I liked them, like they were awesome. When I got off birth control, that was the first thing that left. I feel like I gained all my weight in my boobs a lot of the time. And so when I got off birth control, they like returned to their natural state, and I just really, really liked it. So I've been struggling a lot, honestly, with how big my boobs are, knowing that they are going to get bigger, and they are currently still getting bigger, like as we speak. I feel like I can't even buy bras or sports bras because they just, like, it probably won't fit eventually, so why would I buy it? And then it's just so confusing. And then also it is kind of hard, like I've been finding it very unmotivating to get dressed every day into like a cute outfit because literally nothing fits. Like I feel like I'm carrying more wide, and so like none of my pants fit. If you guys know or like have followed me in the past, I love wearing jeans and pants and things like that, and it's just like you can't do that. So I've been like really going ham on the Pinterest, just trying to like figure out my new style being pregnant. And it's just kind of like upsetting sometimes when I just really want to wear like those Abercrombie jeans that everyone's talking about, and I can't, and I don't even know what, like if I were to buy them for me for like next year, like I don't even know what size I'm gonna be like next year. Like I don't know if my body's gonna bounce back to how it was, or if I'm gonna have a totally new and different body that I'm just gonna have to like learn to adapt and love. And like I just don't know, like it's all just very unknown, and it's just like a little defeating sometimes when like, because right before I got pregnant we got married, and I was in like the best shape of my life. Like I got in such good shape for the wedding, and I was feeling so good, and I will like never forget, right after the wedding I was like, I am in such good shape, I'm not gonna mess this up. Like I don't want to lose this. Like I want to stay a lean machine and like eat really healthy and keep working out hard and all this stuff. And then I got pregnant, so it was like totally out of the window. Like that just all left. I am still working out. I work out 5 days a week, and I go to Orange Theory 5 days a week. It's really good for me, in and out. They help if I can't do like a certain exercise and whatnot. Still like really unmotivated, so having someone else help me and like guide me through the workout is what I need. So I don't know if I'll go back to like the gym until maybe after the baby comes, like way later. Orange Theory is just what I need right now. It keeps me motivated. I go in, I go out. I have to go because I signed up for the class. It's like really good. I'm planning on doing that for my entire pregnancy until the day my water breaks. That being said, it is kind of like hard to see your body change so quickly, so fast, and on top of that you're experiencing like all the pregnancy hormones, so you're emotional already to begin with. And then it's like I feel like I never know what to wear, and like tops just don't lay right on me anymore because now I have huge boobs and a belly. And I don't know, sometimes I just try not to look at old pictures. If I'm scrolling back trying to find something and I see an old picture, I'm like, oh my god. And then it just stresses me out, like, is my body ever gonna look like that again? You know, because a lot of the times people say that it doesn't. And then you follow those people who have a baby and they're just like, they work out really hard and they eat really healthy and they're ripped again. And it's honestly just like a lot of pressure sometimes, and it just kind of stresses me out. So I'm honestly just like going with the flow and like just letting my body do what it needs to do right now, and then after the baby comes I'll figure that out. But to say that watching your body go through a lot of changes at once and a lot of hormonal changes, like last week I cried every single day of the week for like no reason. It was either like someone died in a movie, or second, definitely Howl movie, I literally can't even remember right now, but like when Hedwig dies, sorry if that's a spoiler to anybody, I just started crying. And you guys know when that man hit my car with his cart in Trader Joe's, like just started crying. Like you just cry all the time, you're upset all the time for like no reason. It's just heightened emotions with body changes and a bunch of different things changing, and it's kind of like a lot to handle sometimes, and I feel like no one really talks about it. They just talk about how you should be like so grateful, which I think you should be, and I am, that I'm like carrying a child and that she's healthy. I think no one really talks about how sometimes it's easy to look at older pictures of yourself or look at your old life and be like, wow, like things were totally different back then, and kind of get like sad sometimes when you look at it. But at the same time, it is like really fun that we're entering this new phase of life. So I feel like I go back and forth. Like some days I'm like super excited, other days I get really down on myself, and you know, it's just part of the process. I'm just learning as I go. There's no like manual for this. Everyone experiences it differently. Positive as much as I can. And maybe this will be like really motivating for me after the baby comes, when I'm cleared to work out again and like to eat healthy and go on walks with her and go out and about while I'm waiting to be cleared, and just kind of like keep my spirits high. So I'm motivated to get back in shape, which that'll be like a whole fun journey to film too and like to look back on. But yeah, sometimes it is really stressful though. I'm just being honest. Another question was, what is my favorite skincare while pregnant? So if you didn't know, there's a lot of things that you can't use while you're pregnant. So I pretty much just simplified my entire routine. So the face wash I use is actually just from Target. It's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Gel Cleanser. I actually really like this. This is my second bottle and I repurchased. And then I use the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Cream Mask for my like face lotion. That's all I use. For a while my skin was amazing, and then I feel like once we found out we were having a girl, I broke out so bad. But I have just been using these two things and these two things only, and it's been working for me. So I feel like the more simple the better, especially when you're pregnant. So I'm only using these. Another question was, someone just found out that they're pregnant, and any tips for new moms who find out that they're pregnant. So first of all, congratulations. I think my biggest tip would be just to be like lenient with yourself. If you're tired, take a nap. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. You lose like a lot of motivation and a lot of energy in your first trimester, and you also have a lot of anxiety because you only go to the doctors every 4 weeks, and there's just a lot of scary things that can happen, a lot of scary things you can find out. And I just feel like don't put too much pressure on yourself and just kind of like go with the flow every single day, because it's just like a lot of like taxing things happening to you and like your mental health and your mental state. So yeah, I would just take it easy, honestly, because that first trimester honestly is so hard, and then the second trimester it gets better. It's already gotten better for me for sure. I've already gotten motivation back, which is great. But yeah, I just think if you just found out you're pregnant, just like automatically take it easy, because you're about to start to feel really bad probably. The question is, how's my mental health while pregnant? And aside from like the body changes, I think that it's honestly been really good. Like I'm super excited for her to come, and like I'm really excited that we're entering into this new phase of life. With that being said though, it's also really stressful because we're about to be responsible for a whole nother human and make sure like they grow up to be a good person. And like last night I was following Taking Cara Babies is an Instagram account. So it's just taking and then C-A-R-A Babies. Her Instagram page focuses on babies' sleeping patterns and like even kids and toddlers. But then I was like starting to get stressed out because I was like, we need to get into a routine. And like it's just so many things you have to learn. Like you have to learn about their sleeping patterns, their routines, when you need to feed them, like basically how to raise a human. Like I want to do it the right way, so it's just kind of stressful, like, and a bunch of information I feel like I need to take in, so that is really overwhelming and stressful. That sometimes just gets me feeling very, very anxious and very like scared, honestly, because I want to like give our baby the best life possible, and I want her to like grow up in the best way possible. And with that being said, I like want to make sure I'm doing everything right. So it's just like a lot of things that I need to learn and to think about and to figure out. Well, I mean we, and that really gets my anxiety going. But besides that, I feel like I'm good, and I'm gonna learn a lot from like my dad and Tara, I'm sure, and from other people. And I'm just like really in this learning phase right now of like research and learn and listen to like a lot of different opinions and kind of like form my own and decide what's best for us, and me and Colin decide what's best for us. But other than that, I think that it's pretty fine, and I think I'm pregnant at a really good time. I think that getting pregnant in June and then delivering in March is a really good time frame. Get to live my best life during the holidays, and then I'll have like a little spring baby, and then hopefully have the motivation to like get it in gear in summer, and like the weather will be nice. So that other things that stress me out: postpartum depression. My mom had that really bad, so I do not want to have that. And I don't know, that just freaks me out. The whole postpartum honestly freaks me out more than birth, because I know how hard it is. I know from what I've heard, when you give birth, it's such like a crazy experience that like all the pain just leaves your mind because you have this like wonderful new baby. So I'm not really worried about that. Like, it does stress me out giving birth and like realizing she's gonna have to come out one way or another. But I think postpartum scares me more than birth. So I definitely want to be really open with you guys during postpartum and kind of like share my journey and my experience, because me watching other people's videos has kind of like prepared me, and I want to be able to prepare you guys and like share my side of the story and like what I went through. Yeah, I'm definitely planning on filming a lot of videos about that, but that does stress me out. That does affect my mental health sometimes, because I'm like, oh gosh, like I just don't know what it's gonna be like. So it's just like, it's like the unknown that worries me, you know what I mean? But other than that, I feel like right now, like I'm doing good. Aside from like the moving stress and like not really knowing where we're gonna end up, and like hopefully we'll find a place soon, that kind of stresses me out. But I'm just kind of like going with the flow right now, and like I feel like things are good for me mentally, besides like the clothing. I just honestly need to place an online order and get some new clothes and like take my old ones to Goodwill or something, because I just need a new wardrobe for this new body of mine. Okay, next question is about intimacy while being pregnant. And I feel like in your first trimester, it's just like a downward hill. This does not bother me at all to talk about. It's like you feel gross, you feel tired, you feel not your best, you don't feel like yourself at all, and it's just like dead. Second trimester, things get better. I don't know about the third trimester, so I'll talk to you guys about it then. I am still tired a lot though, but things do get better. I don't feel as gross. I kind of am feeling better, not as tired, definitely more motivated in like everyday life. So yeah, I will say first trimester, non-existent. Second trimester, things are way better. What am I most excited for about becoming a mom? And that is just seeing who she becomes as a person and like who she grows up to be is what I'm most excited for. Hopefully Colin and I are good parents and she is a good person, but I'm just excited to see like what she likes, what sports she likes to play, if she likes to play sports, if she's creative, if she likes to draw, you know what I mean? It's just cool that she's gonna have like her own personality, and I'm excited to see what she likes. Colin and I are both very creative people, so I'd be surprised if she wasn't creative, especially because she's gonna be a Pisces, I'm pretty sure. I mean, she very well could be an Aries, but Aries are pretty creative as well. Do you know how many like vlogger YouTube people I follow who are Aries? It's like a lot. It's a lot of them. So yeah, I don't know. It'll just be exciting to see who she becomes, but I'm looking forward to that. And just like the little baby snuggles when she's just like on your chest and you just like cuddle. I'm very much so looking forward to that too. I get this question a lot, so I'm just gonna do this one next. It is, what do you do for a living? So you guys know I do social media, all that stuff. I have a management team. I'm with Table Rock Management. They help me do all my brand partnerships, love them. And then I also nanny 4 days a week. They're the best family I could have ever been a nanny for. I love them so much. And so I do both of those things. Speaking of nannying, another question was, are we gonna hire a nanny? And at least at first, no. We have me, we've got Colin, we've got his mom, his dad, my dad. We live so close to a lot of family, aunts, uncles. By aunts and uncles, I mean just Reagan and Connor, because Henley can't take care of a baby. My little sister is going to be like almost 2 when our baby's born. But no, not at first. Maybe later, as we get older, hopefully we have more of like a career path and things like that that allow us to be able to afford a nanny. But at first, no. And by that, I mean like, I still want to be there and around. Like, I plan on always being able to like work from home in some way. But just so she can like be there to help me out, or he, not open to male or female. Either one works for me. What I'm saying is it would be nice for someone to at least like play with her for a little bit while we can just go and get some things done. But also, who knows, like things can change. So just from like being a nanny, I see how helpful it is. And at least like having one part-time, never full-time for sure. But I wouldn't be like against it. Just it isn't gonna happen right away. Okay, so another question is like career plans now that I know that I'm having a baby. And or like what are my future plans, like work plans, job plans. Like honestly, there's some points in life where you just don't have a plan, and right now that is me. And is it stressful? Yes. And does it freak me out? Yes. But I honestly like don't know. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep uploading videos and like keep posting to social media. I obviously will not be nannying, so my time with that family that I nanny for is going to be coming to an end in the next few months, but which is sad. But I honestly don't have a plan. You guys know I really wanted to work for Lovely Bride. Things just kind of change when you get pregnant. Like you can't really, no one's gonna hire really when you're pregnant. So yeah, another thing that stresses me out is I don't like have the maternity leave. Like I'm not gonna have a paid maternity leave, so that stresses me out. But I really like don't have a plan right now, and I usually always have a plan, or like a plan of action. This completely did change things for me. So yeah, I really don't have a plan, but like I think we should normalize not having a plan. Colin and I are both 24. He's gonna be 25 when the baby is born. Colin is still gonna keep, obviously being a film, television production producer, he can still do that perfectly fine. I'm obviously gonna have to take more time off than he will. But yeah, I don't have a plan. I don't know what the next 5 years are gonna look like. I will figure it out. It is stressful, but honestly at the same time, it's like, I had no idea that I was gonna get pregnant, but that was like what God had in store for me and for Colin and for us. And like he has a plan, and whatever I am meant to do, I will end up doing. It might take me some time to figure it out, but I feel like it is okay to not have a plan and to not know. You don't have to know all the time. 24 is so young if you think about it. We have so much time. And so if you're like kind of in that same spot where you have like no idea what you're doing with your life, me too. So it's actually so normal, and it's fine to feel that way. If you listen to Gary Vee, he says that a lot, that you're so young and you have so much time. So I'm not putting that much pressure on me. I'm kind of just focusing at the task at hand, and that's having the baby, having a healthy baby. And I'm sure I'll figure it out. I know I'll figure it out, but just kind of like being patient with myself. I have a college degree. I'm very capable of having a career and a job. I just don't know right now. So the only thing I know is I'm going to keep posting on social media. So if you would subscribe, if you're not already, that would mean a lot to me. And watch my videos when I post them. But other than that, I don't know. Hopefully if you're feeling the same way as I am and you just really don't know what you're doing with your life right now, that just kind of gave you like a peace of mind, knowing that like we will eventually figure it out, and like it'll be fine. So yeah, it's not like you're going to be in this limbo forever. Like you eventually will figure it out. So that's what I'm telling myself, and that is my mindset, is I don't know, but I will one day. No pressure, no rush. I will figure it out. So I actually got a few questions like this. You guys were wondering if I had any miscarriage scares, and I'm so thankful to say no, I did not. It was something that freaked me out the entire first trimester until I hit like 13 or 14 weeks. So I'm really thankful and grateful that I'm carrying a healthy baby girl. I'm really nervous about our anatomy scan next Tuesday because it's just like another ultrasound and like a very in-depth and detailed ultrasound. So I'm praying that everything is like good and healthy with the baby. She's doing really well in there, but I did not have a miscarriage scare. I'm very thankful, and my heart goes out to anyone who has experienced that before. I can't even imagine. And I'm just like thinking of you guys all the time, and that brought on so much anxiety in the first trimester, and I'm sure it does for everyone who is pregnant. And yes, but short answer is no. Question is, am I vlogging when baby girl is here? Yes. I want to do a birth vlog. I want to do the first day in the hospital vlog, postpartum vlog, all that jazz. I want to share our experience with you guys and our story with you guys. So that is that. A lot of questions about baby registry. Have I set one up yet? What's on it? I have not done a baby registry yet. I probably will get to doing that eventually. But yeah, I've not done anything like that whatsoever. So if you want to comment down below if you have a baby, what your like must-haves are to put on a baby registry, that would be really helpful for me. I probably should do that. When is it normal? I don't even know when it's like a normal time to do that, but I have not even thought about that. That honestly kind of stresses me out for some reason. So I haven't even attempted to do that, but yeah. Getting questions on if I miss alcohol. Honestly, no. I miss sushi, like raw sushi, more than I miss alcohol. I wasn't like a big drinker to begin with in general, so alcohol doesn't really bother me that I can't have that for 9 months. Sometimes if Colin has like a really nice looking Moscow Mule, I'm like, oh, miss that, but other than that, it's really not that big of a deal for me. You guys know I used to be an avid weightlifter. At Orange Theory, you do still lift weights, so I think that's why I like it so much. I transitioned to just doing Orange Theory because around the time of the wedding, I just had so much going on. It was so much easier for me to get in, get out. I wanted to be more cardio based, just because, I don't know, I felt like I was getting better workout, but like half cardio, half lift weights. I don't know. Honestly, I just really like Orange Theory. It's so easy for the coach to tell you what to do. I used to coach Orange Theory. I don't really miss coaching in Orange Theory, to be completely honest. I realized I don't really like associating my work with something that I love. So working at Orange Theory kind of took the fun out of going to Orange Theory like away from me because I was there all the time. So I realized I would much rather just like go there to work out than actually coach there. Coaching there was really fun though, I will say that, but I feel like it was a good college job for me, and like that was that. And then when I was kind of done with it, I was ready to move on to like the next thing. But yeah, I just transitioned to only Orange Theory around the time of the wedding, like months before that, because I wanted to be able to like be efficient with my time and to go in and get out and have a nice like high intensity workout. Now being pregnant, it's like more so a lack of motivation for me. Like I know if I went to the gym right now, I would just like put my headphones on and just probably like not do very much or not do that high of an intensity of a workout. Like I said earlier in the video, I might go back to lifting weights after the baby comes and kind of get back into a routine that way, but sometimes you just have to do what works for you, and right now just going to Orange Theory is what works for me. A lot of questions about how being pregnant has affected Colin and my relationship, and I feel like it's definitely strengthened our relationship. We know that we're about to become parents, so Murphy is crying at my door. So that's been like really cool to see how our relationship has changed that way. And also he's just like super sweet and super helpful, cooking meals, getting me things, especially when I was in my first trimester and didn't want to leave the couch. And yeah, he's just been really great, and I know he's gonna be a great dad, but I do feel like getting pregnant brings you closer together, so that's something that's really cool. We did get pregnant really fast after the wedding. We were not planning for that, but you know what? Like we just adjust and we vowed to grow and evolve together, and that's what we're doing. Talking about fashion. You guys are wondering what my favorite pieces are for fall. So like I said, I really just need to switch up into like more of a different wardrobe, especially since the pants are not really working out for me. But right now I think like dresses or long skirts with like a sweater over them and some boots is like kind of what I'm leaning towards, like more dresses, more biker shorts, or like outfits with leggings and outfits with like longer skirts and things like that. So I'm gonna keep looking on Pinterest, but I do kind of want to do like a fall fashion video, like pregnancy edition. So let me know if you guys want to see something like that, but I'm currently still trying to figure it out. Like I'm struggling so much, and it's like it's so annoying because fall is my favorite season to dress in, and I see all these cute outfits and these girls are like wearing jeans and boots or something. I'm like, oh, that's not gonna work for me. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. I'm gonna end with questions about Murphy. So a lot of them are like, would we still have gotten him knowing that I would have gotten pregnant, and like, is being a dog mom hard and is it expensive? And I think yes, I would have 100% still gotten him even if I knew I was gonna get pregnant. I do not know what our life would be like without Murphy. I love him so much, and he is just such a part of our family now, and I'm so excited for him to grow up with baby girl. Honestly, the only thing that was expensive about him was him in general. Other than that, his vaccines and stuff were not that bad. It was about like $120 for his vaccines, and that's just during his like puppy phase. And then his dog food, he eats Purina Pro Plan large breed puppy, like that dog food, and he has a pill and a probiotic, but other than that, he's really not that expensive. When we got him, he was $2,500. We got him from Hyatt's Goldens in Monroe. I could not recommend enough, and if you choose to go that route. And I just love him so much. He is such a cutie. Being a dog mom is not hard, except for when they're in their puppy phase and they just like are in the biting and zoomy phase. He just gets really hyper sometimes, but then we just like either take him to the dog park or take him outside, or you know what I mean? But he is such a good boy, and he's so cute, and I literally love him so much. So he is meant to be in this family. We love him. Goldens are the best, in my opinion. So that's on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go because I actually do have to nanny today, and I'm about to get ready to leave. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I did not get to all of the questions because I'm out of time, so I'm gonna finish answering the rest on my actual Instagram story. Yeah, I hope this gave you guys a little bit of an insight. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment them and I will answer them in the comments below. And I hope you guys are having a really good day. Thank you so much for following me along on this journey. I know my videos are really pregnancy related. I'm kind of just trying to get back into the swing of things and kind of like answer all your questions here, but also kind of like return back to my normal content. It's just like what's consuming my life right now. So yeah, I'm just trying to find a routine, and we're moving, and just like a lot of stressful things are going on right now with like the move, and I just feel like I need to declutter my life, honestly, and like just get rid of a bunch of things, and I don't know, just kind of like give us a clean start. I'm excited to move. I'm excited to get into a new space. So yeah, other than that, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys in my next video.